Declan Donnelly's darling elder brother has been described as an inspiration and a good and kind priest by a close friend who visited him on his deathbed. The TV presenter was left devastated by the passing of Father Dermott Donnelly at the age of 55, after he collapsed and was rushed to hospital. Catholic priest Father Donnelly, who officiated Dec's wedding in 2015, had just celebrated 30 years of being ordained, friend Father Peter Chimwang told the Mirror. Father Mwang, 45, who served with Dermott at St. Joseph's Church in Stanley, Co-Durham, had just visited him in hospital today. He said, "He was hardly breathing in the bed, it was so sad. They think he had bleeding on the brain." Declan had come to be with him and their mum was there as well. "I saw her at the hospital and it was so hard for her, a mother seeing her dying son. When she hugged me, I knew how much she was suffering. I never knew he was Dec's brother until I saw the pictures of them together and I said, 'That's your brother? Really?' He said, 'Do you know him?' And I said yes, we watched Britain's Got Talent in Burma." He added, "My last memory of Fr Donnelly will be joking at a meal with him, before I saw him in hospital. He was a very good priest, a kind priest, I was inspired by him to serve here. He was such a good guy." Speaking about the priest's community work, he said, "He ran the youth village, I think that is where he was when he said that he had a headache. Later they found that he had collapsed. I had lunch with him last week in a Spanish restaurant, he took me and another assistant priest here, Father Abel Villarojo, to say thank you for our work with him." He had just celebrated 30 years of being ordained as a priest at 25, so he was 55 when he died. Dec, who is one of 7 siblings, announced the sad news on his Twitter earlier today, saying, "I am heartbroken to tell you that my darling brother Fr Dermott, sadly passed away this afternoon. We are all beyond devastated. Thank you for your messages of sympathy and support, they are appreciated." A spokesman for Dec also told the Mirror, "It is with great sadness that we confirm the death of Father Dermott Donnelly, who died peacefully this afternoon in hospital surrounded by his family and close friends. We ask for the utmost privacy for the Donnelly family at this difficult time." Dec and Fr Donnelly were raised on Newcastle's Cruddas Park estate. Dec is one of 7 children. His brother took holy orders in 1992 in the same cathedral he officiated at Dec's wedding. He started out as a curate in Chesterley Street until, a couple of years later, he was asked by the Bishop of Hexham and Newcastle to set up a youth outreach program aimed at introducing disadvantaged youngsters to the Catholic Church. Fr Dermott recently celebrated his 30th anniversary of service to his parish and community, where he was best known for his work with young people and youth ministry. He was a member of the clergy for St. Joseph's Church in Stanley, County Durham. Hexham and Newcastle Bishop Robert Burns said he will be sorely missed for his energy, enthusiasm and ability to engage with all who met him. He added, "This is particularly true in his work with young people and youth ministry in the diocese, bringing many disadvantaged and dispirited young people to Christ. He truly lived his faith, and in doing so gave so much to others. It is with great gratitude that we will remember him and all he selflessly gave." Bishop Robert noted that as Fr Dermott was born and bred within the Hexham and Newcastle diocese, he, and his extended family, were well known to the local community. He added, "Our prayers and condolences should go out to those who will be grieving so strongly at this moment." Stanley, Dipton and Byermore Catholic parishes also shared the news and asked for parishioners to pray for the repose of his soul. The group announced on Thursday that Fr Dermott was extremely unwell in hospital and had requested prayers for him. A similar message was posted on the Facebook page of Pontop Partnership, a group of 10 Catholic parishes in the Diocese of Hexham and Newcastle. Following the news of his death, those who had known him and worked with him shared an outpouring of fond tributes to social media. During his career, Fr Dermott was a supporter of charity the Catholic Agency for Overseas Development, CAFOD, the official aid agency of the Catholic Church in England and Wales. CAFOD's head of education Monica Conmee paid tribute to Fr Dermott on behalf of the charity, saying, "We are hugely saddened to hear of the death of Father Dermott Donnelly, a great friend of CAFOD who witnessed a burning passion and commitment to the fullness of life for all." Fr Dermott chose to stand in the light, and through his immense talent and gifts, so generously guided thousands of young people to experience the love and light of God in their own lives, inspiring them to share this with others. Unforgettable mountaintop moments for so many young Catholics were the Flame events at Wembley Arena, of which Dermott was a guiding light and a driving force. "We are hugely privileged to have worked closely with Fr Dermott, enabling the voices of the poor and most vulnerable to be heard. Fr Dermott will shine brightly forever. May the angels come to greet one of their own." In 2014, Fr Dermott featured on Songs of Praise alongside CBBC's hacker T-Dog to answer questions about the church that CBBC viewers had sent in. St. Joseph's Church in Stanley will be holding a gathering at 6 p.m. on July 8 to pray for Fr Dermott.